What is going on, guys? It's Wilson. We're back on the Function Powersports YouTube. Today we got something a little bit different for you. We're gonna actually install an exhaust. The machine we've got is a Can-Am Maverick X3. It's a 2021. We've got a big gun slip-on kit. This is gonna be pretty awesome, and if you like content like that, make sure to slap the subscribe button so you can stay up to date with everything that we're putting out. Let's get into it. So the guys over at Big Gun, they sent us their Explorer exhaust for the Can-Am Maverick. It's gonna be coming in 3 pieces. You're gonna have your carbon fiber exhaust tip. You got the whole 304 stainless steel muffler with the 304 stainless steel connecting mid-pipe. Altogether, this is gonna make this a really easy slip-on exhaust kit for you. It's literally basically just springs and a couple of bolts. So we're gonna be able to show you what that looks like. And then more importantly, we're gonna be able to tell you what that sounds like, right? The factory exhaust versus the new exhaust, kind of just the differences, right? Because a lot of you guys out there are kind of maybe wondering, hey, what's this gonna sound like? Is it gonna make my machine sound better, too loud, too quiet? We're gonna be able to show you that in a video. And if you guys do like the way the exhaust sounds or the way that it looks, because it looks pretty badass, you can always go grab it from us at functionpowersports.com. Now, let's get into the install. First thing we're gonna do is take this back cover off so we can actually see the exhaust. So pretty simple, a couple of T27 Torx bits, and we'll get that thing off. So if you do have like a license plate bracket or anything, you need to take that off first because there's another T27 that sits up here in the middle. So license plate light, 2 little connectors there, and now she's out. Sweet, so now you can kind of see the whole exhaust system here, the whole muffler that we have with the slip-on part of it. Essentially, this whole thing is coming off. We'll disconnect the pipe right here. We'll put the new one on there. It's a lot smaller, looks more badass. It's gonna sound good. When it comes to the springs on the actual, where the exhaust meets the mid-pipe, or I guess in this case where the muffler is the mid-pipe and it actually connects with the rest of the exhaust, there's 4 springs that are holding the pressure for that clamp. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna pop the springs off so that it can get free. They're strong. So this is kind of a way of getting a zip tie in there, putting something in there like this, and then just kind of pulling it and getting it off like that. And then that spring is freed up. Last but not least, we've got the 4 bolts that are holding on the actual muffler. Yep, so now that all the bolts are off, the springs are disconnected, we're gonna be able to just pop this muffler right out. So one of the things that you wanna do once you do get that off, inspect your exhaust gasket. Your Big Gun exhaust is actually gonna bolt right up to that. So you need to utilize that factory exhaust gasket. Make sure it's in good condition, that you don't see anything ripping or tearing. This is a fairly new machine, so we're not really worried too much about it. So that one looks good to me, so we're gonna keep on going. All right, so mid-pipe, muffler. Exhaust is gonna slide in there, right? It's gonna bottom out there. Depending, obviously you wanna make sure and look where it is. So like this thing's gonna mount like this. Right, so I know my exhaust pipe's coming up straight up into there, and your spring mount points are gonna line up as well. So this is gonna keep that in there. Big Gun sends you a couple springs for that, so you don't gotta worry about that either. So we're gonna put it up there and get a test fit. So, mocked everything up, slid some bolts in there. Everything looks like it's gonna fit pretty much exactly the way we're thinking it is. So I'm gonna pop the springs on, tighten this stuff down, and get it ready to throw stuff back together. All right, so we've got it all put back together. The Big Gun exhaust is fully installed now. So we're gonna be able to fire it up and you're gonna be able to hear the difference between the stock one versus the new Big Gun, and you're gonna be able to decide for yourself which one's better. heard the differences, stock versus the big gun. Personally, I'm a big fan of the big gun. Sounds like it's moving a whole lot more air. It's got a little bit deeper tone, but it's not too crazy, right? It's just a slip-on, so it's not the full exhaust. The sound isn't going to be overwhelming and annoy people if you're not into big loud exhaust. It's a great addition, gives you a much more performance and sporty oriented tone. One of the things I do want to say about these is that with any exhaust add-on in a side-by-side, you're going to want to tune it, right? We don't have this one tuned. It is a turbo model, so we're a little bit more lenient with it when it comes to just a slip-on exhaust. We are going to be tuning this vehicle eventually, so we weren't too worried about it. But if you are putting an exhaust, especially a full exhaust on there, make sure that you check into if that thing needs a tune, because more than likely it's going to. And especially if you do need a tune or you're looking for an exhaust, make sure to check out functionpowersports.com. We're gonna get you hooked up with all the performance parts that you need, and reach out to us if you have any questions about that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm Wilson, peace.